How are you? Must be fine. Enjoying, sleeping, isn't it? How much work is complete? I hope project file is completed. You have completed. What about the practical file? PDF you are having? Check it. Write down all the practicals. Now, you have done Darwinism and evolution. Evidences of evolution. The first evidence of evolution is fossils. Those fossils which you will see in the sedimented rock. What are sedimentary rocks? Find out. Everything I have to tell you. This I have already taught you in the class also, in 11th, in 10th also you were having. Those rocks which are formed or having the layers. So whenever these organisms, whether their remnants or their parts of any body parts, hard body part rather, or impression or the footprint, whatever it is, if it is present and covered by the mud, that impression is being made there, or that hard part remains are there, they will form the fossils. Now, these fossils will tell you about the geographical timetable also. What does it mean? Geographically means that one who died earlier will be in the lower sedimentary layer, and those who are of the later time period will be in the upper side. How you will come to know about the age of the fossil? That is by the radio dating, one of the method, carbon radio dating. Carbon is having a half-life, you know in your chemistry very well, and on the basis of that it is being studied there. Now, what is the use of studying these fossils? These fossils tells us about the ancestors. How? A bird fossil, or rather a reptile fossils, whether you call it a bird or reptile, you decide. Archaeopteryx. Archaeopteryx is having the characteristic feature of birds, that is presence of a beak and wings with the feathers. That is the characteristic of class Aves. At the same time, they were having tail like reptiles and teeth present. Nowadays, if anybody will see, you will see the beak but not the teeth. But the fossils of the Archaeopteryx, those were having the characteristics between both of birds also and those of the reptiles also. So it means that somewhere life from the simple to complex, as said by the Darwin or the theory of the evolution. So from the reptiles, the much more evolved form of the aves may or may not have been developed, but that was in the course of evolution. So evolution tells you the link between the two organisms or their ancestors. So these fossils, they help us to learn about the ancestry of the organism. The second evidence, that is called the homologous organs. What are homologous organs? Homologous organs are those which are having the similar characteristics. That is, the structure is same, but their function is different. For example, in case of tiger, in case of human being, and in case of the bat, birds, the forelimbs are made up of humerus, radius ulna, carpals, metacarpals and phalanges. In all these organisms, the forelimbs are made up of these bones only. Their size may differ, but the bones are similar. So, if we'll see now the function, in case of men, the hands are used for holding the things, while in case of the birds, they are developed for flying purpose, while in case of a tiger, they are helping in running. So they all belong to the same ancestor lot as per the evidences, because the structure are having the similar origin but they are having different functions. That is why they all are having certain other more complex structures common to each other. For example, they are having vertebral column. So they all are under the category of vertebrates, having the similar type of the ancestors. But structures according to the different requirements or the needs, adaptations were there, and they are performing the diverse function. So that type of the structure is giving you the divergent evolution.